Hello, and today we are entering into the Gospel of the 5th Sunday of Lent. And this time, Jesus will be doing something very special, very, very special. He will raise Lazarus from the dead. And Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, and he came back to life. And he came back to life. And it was a special occasion and a special thing at that time. And Jesus came to the tomb and he cried out, "Lazarus, come out." And Lazarus came out, but he was tied hand and foot with burial bands, and his face was wrapped in a cloth. Here you don't see the cloth, but I'll have another picture with him with the cloth on his face. Today's Gospel also wanted to let us know that Jesus loved Lazarus and his sisters, Martha and Mary. And when Jesus came to Bethany, nearby where Lazarus was, Martha came out to meet him, and Jesus was talking about raising Lazarus from the dead, but Martha did not understand. She said, yes, he would raise from the dead after at the end of the world, or something like that. So she did not understand what Jesus was trying to say. So Jesus took the occasion to assert that he is the resurrection. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even if he dies, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. So Jesus took the occasion to assert that he is the resurrection and life, that in Christ we can have new life, and in Christ we can surely have the new life. And he said we will never die. The meaning is that we will never die without rising again. So everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. That's his meaning. And Martha still did not understand. But Jesus continued into Bethany, and when he came out, when he came near the tomb, he began to weep. And the people saw that he truly loved Lazarus. And then he came to the tomb, which was a cave, and a stone lay across it. Jesus said, "Take away the stone." So they took away the stone. So Jesus was, although they knew that he was buried for 4 days already, and Jesus knew that, but he wanted to raise Lazarus from the dead and showed it to the people. And so Jesus, but before that, Jesus wanted them to know that his relationship with God the Father. So he prayed to God the Father. And he said, and Jesus raised his eyes, that means towards the sky, towards the Father, and said, Father, I thank you for hearing me. I know you always hear me. And because of the crowd here, I have said this, that they may believe that you sent me. So he spoke like that for the crowd to know this and understand this. So he came to the cave and cried out in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. And he came out. So he raised Lazarus from the dead. All of them were very, very surprised and didn't expect this. They thought he was dead already, and Jesus kept saying that he was asleep. He also meant he was dead, but he is going to rise up. And he came out still tied hand and foot with burial bands, and his face was wrapped in a cloth. So Jesus said to them, untie him and let him go. So the people untied him, and many of the Jews who had seen what Jesus had done began to believe in him. So but there were some Pharisees who did not believe in Jesus and called Jesus a sinner and wanted to get rid of Jesus. With these Jews now believing in Jesus, they will be angrier still, because they do not allow others to believe in Jesus. And so Jesus did the resurrection performed the resurrection, the raising of Lazarus. And next week we'll enter into the Holy Week and talk about Jesus' death and resurrection. And we'll do this next time. So God bless all of you.